Hey creeps, I'm Keith and this is the For the Fly Customs YouTube channel. Welcome. This time I'm going to be showing you in a bit more depth the process of making my second pair of custom leather sneakers using a kit from Dutch Legends, Sneaker Kit. I recently made the first pair for myself. Be sure to check out the video after you watch this, and this pair is a birthday present for my dear old mum. Aww. First up, I printed the pattern from the website, cut it out, and taped it all together to form the main body piece and the tongue section. Next, I loosely traced the pattern onto the leather I'm using and cut it all out. I used some EcoFlow glue to bond the outer to the lining, then carefully taped the pattern to the leather. Now it's time to punch all those holes out one by one for the laces and to hand stitch everything together later. Whack, 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 whack. Lovely. Last time I used the high top pattern from the classic 3-in-1 and did a little devilish number in some thick crinkled leather with red accents. This time, Mother mentioned she'd like black and green, and she liked the all-in-one model from Sneaker Kit the best, so we went with that one. Alright, time to cut this puppy out. I used a nice sharp retractable blade and some leather shears to very carefully cut the pattern out in the double layers, while keeping as clean an edge as possible. You can't burnish the softer leather like I did with the thicker leather in my shoes, so the cleaner the edges, the nicer and more luxurious the final finish will be. I flipped over the patterns and repeated everything for the left shoe as well. Same thing for the tongues in a slightly contrasting, glossier and more rigid black sheepskin, with this beautiful muted green leather lining that I think works perfectly with the purple. Next, I got my trusty Singer Heavy Duty out and sewed all of the edges and pieces together, nice and strong. I am by no means the best sewer in the world, but I'm getting there slowly but surely, and these aren't exactly the easiest shapes to sew. And then I pulled out my black waxed thread and glover's needle and cross-stitched the main body pieces together. A lick of flame and we flatten it down to a nice neat finish. Same thing with the other foot. Snip, snip, burn, burn, and there we have it. And now we're ready to start hand sewing these together. Sneaker Kit make it really easy to follow and sew these things together. And if you use good quality waxed thread and keep a good tension on your bridle stitch, the outcome is a stitch that is almost as strong as the leather itself. First, I sewed the tongs to the main bodies one shoe at a time. Hand-stitching leather isn't the easiest thing ever, but it is one of the most therapeutic. These pretty much took a whole day of sewing to complete, and I was all zen and in the zone. All of the leather I'm using for these is either vintage, recycled, or donated. Shout out to Raunchy, much love. And in contrast to the thicker leather I used last time, I went with all soft, luxurious, thinner leathers and suedes in both sheep and calf skin. Then I started with a straight line bridle stitch and just followed the rest of the process. As long as you start in the right place, which is conveniently marked, it's pretty hard to go wrong with these patterns. My big old ogre hands are struggling to fit in these little shoesies once they've taken shape, but patience is a virtue, and they are for my mum after all. By the way, I'm not sponsored by Sneaker Kit or anything, and I bought these with my own hard-earned money, so everything expressed is of my own true opinion, whatever that counts for. Link to their website in the description below if you fancy having a crack at making your own custom sneakers, and also link to my website if you fancy having me make some for you. Pretty happy with that. Now we stick the Sneaker Kit all-in-one midsole/insole in, and there we have it. For the finishing touches, I use this lovely complementary vintage green leather to make some little heel tags. I've got my For the Fly logo stamp and my trusty 1-ton arbor press. A little squeezy and we have a nice little embossed For the Fly logo. Couple of steel rivets and there we are. All that's missing is to lace them up and jump on a plane to Tenerife to give them to my mum in person on her birthday. What do you think of these handmade custom sneakers? Do you think your mum would like them? Let me know in the comments below and subscribe for more behind the scenes on me making stuff. Thanks for watching, and remember, normal is an illusion. What is normal for the spider is chaos for the fly.